I've got 2 questions every consumer should be asking right now if they're thinking about transacting.
You're definitely going to want to watch this one.
News dropped at the end of September that mortgage demand dropped to its lowest level since 1997 at the end of September, with a decrease of 14.2% week to week. So another piece of news that's causing people to hesitate, to stop, to reevaluate their real estate needs and what they want to do, or if they were thinking about making a real estate decision in the next 12, 18, 24 months. So we know what the projections are. We've been talking about them constantly on the show here with our clients, with anyone we know that's even having an inkling of thinking about moving over that time frame here, that next 12, 18, 24 months. And there's really 2 questions every consumer should be asking themselves to determine what the best move is going to be for them. And this goes for sellers and for buyers. So question number 1, where do you think prices are heading? And there's a lot of data out there, and I'm going to share with you what I know and what's documented and proven, which is that prices are projected to continue to go up. If you look at the Home Price Expectation Survey and all the other major reporting agencies that are out there, we're going to be up between 9 and 10% year over year from December to December. And we're going to put a chart up here now on the video here so you can see it from our friends at Keeping Current Matters who chart all this stuff. Here are the projections for home prices in the U.S. over the next 4 years, December to December. And spoiler alert, it's up every single year. We're looking at a 2.56 increase in 2023, 2.66 increase in 2024, 3.66% in 2025, and 4.01 in 2026. What all that tells me is that prices are not dropping. There's no housing bubble here like folks are talking about or some of these news agencies are reporting. It's just not factual. And these are based on all the expert opinions and the people that get paid to project what the housing market's going to do. So the first question is, knowing all this data, where do you see prices going? So if you're a seller and you see prices continuing to go up, that may not be a bad thing for you. It also depends where you're moving to, if you got to buy another property or do something there. And that's where we're going to lead you to the second question in a second. The flip side is, if you're a buyer and you're seeing prices continue to go up, well, it's going to cost you more money by waiting. And that affects both the sellers who have to buy something and the people that don't own anything. So you have to really determine where you see prices heading. Then the second question is, where do you see mortgage rates heading? And we've seen that rates have gone up. We're looking at close to 7% right now when we're filming this video. They're projected to maybe even go higher into the 8s and 9s. And with the rhetoric and the policy statements coming from the Federal Reserve, who don't set rates, their policy decisions influence rates, they're not going to stop raising their key interest rate, which causes mortgage rates to jump up. Now, Mark Fleming, the chief economist at First American, he believes we're still going to see rates increase, just not that dramatic jump that we saw in the third quarter after the last Fed meeting in September, where they went up pretty dramatically, very close to 7% right after the Fed met. So if we know that rates are still going to be going up and we know that prices are still going to go up, that gives you so much more intel to make your real estate decision. You can determine what's going to be best for you in terms of, do I want to sell high and maybe ride this wave of appreciation? I would argue that at 2, 3, and 4% appreciation, you're not beating the market with what's going on with rates if they continue to go up. So you may want to cash out now and lock in a lower payment on your new home if you have to buy something. And the additional thing to consider for sellers is that affordability is going to go down as rates go up. So buyers may not be able to afford that premium price. We're not going to see prices go down, just not that extreme acceleration that we saw 2020 up until about midway through 2022. So that's the seller side. Do you want to gamble with the proceeds? Do you want to gamble with the equity in your home? The buy side's pretty clear. I would just ask yourself this simple question. Do you want to cost yourself more money by waiting? That's what you need to ask yourself. But it starts with, where do I see rates going and where do I see prices going? That's how to make an accurate evaluation to make a well-informed real estate decision.
You're definitely going to want to watch this one.